afternoon to our viewers. Welcome to the 16th Mindanao Franchise Expo Virtual Edition. Okay, so we would like to thank you for taking the time to watch and join us this afternoon. Our 16th Mindanao Franchise Virtual Expo is running until October 30, 2021, and we would like to invite our viewers to visit our virtual expo by visiting MindanaoFranchise.com. Okay, so you can check our exhibitors area. Feel free to type in your queries on the inquiry form, or you can also chat with us through Mindanao Franchise for any of your franchising needs. Before we officially start our virtual webinar, I'd like to remind our presenters, okay, that the allotted time for each presentation is 10 minutes. Okay, and to also give you the flow of our program, we will be having total of eight, yeah, you heard it right, eight franchise opportunities from different brands after the main speaker's presentation. Okay, so again, I would like to greet a very good afternoon again to our viewers and to everyone who's listening and watching right now. I am Shay Montes Lombes. I'm the marketing manager of RK Franchise Consultancy. And in behalf of our team, we would like to welcome you all to our Mindanao Franchise virtual seminar live via Mindanao Franchise Facebook page. Okay, so without further ado, and to give us some knowledge about franchising, I'd like to call on the CEO and founder of RK Franchise Consultancy and Filipino International Franchise Association. Let us all welcome Mr. Rudolf Anton Kotik.
Thank you so much, Shay. Good afternoon, our viewers to the Mindanao Franchise Expo, and in particular to our seminar today. It's really a pleasure to have you with us, and I hope you will learn something about franchising and get inspired by the opportunities. And I hope you grab one of the opportunities which are presented today. So I'd like to present you now with our seminar, which is called Franchising A to Z, to teach you more about what franchising is actually all about. And first of all, this presentation is copyrighted, and any use of the slides and the content without the written permission of the copyright owner, Rudolf Kotik at Aki Franchise Consultancy, is not allowed. So, generally speaking, let's go back to the history of franchising. Is actually already practiced in its present form since 1860, when it was the Singa Company who started franchising with for the sewing machines. Then we had the cities to give electricities, and then automobile companies and the petroleum companies at the turn of the 19th century. The 1921, 100 years ago from now, White Castle was the first food franchise to award franchises in the US. The way we franchise today, and what we're starting to talking about today, is what we call business format franchising. And business format franchising evolved in the 1950s, and the company who made it biggest, McDonald's, started in 1955, and by today they have 38,000 restaurants worldwide. In the Philippines, similar, we started with the Singa Company in 1910. Then after World War II, we got the foreign branch to the Philippines until 1997. We started 1995. 1997, we were hit by the Asian crisis, when the preference actually started. The local domestic franchise industry actually is a child of a crisis, and that was the Asian crisis, 1997, the financial crisis. Up to that point, all the franchises in the country have been coming in from abroad. Now they were all locals, or the interest started to be more on the local market. And by today, we have 1,800 franchises out there. 250 of them are foreign, and the rest is local, and we developed 800 of them. So we'll be talking about business format franchising, which is, of course, a licensing arrangement for the distribution of services and products between the franchisor, with the OR at the end, who gives out a franchise, franchisee with the double E at the end, who gets the franchise. And the franchise allows the other to use the business system, the trademark, the identity for the period of the contract, contract, for which, of course, they have to pay a fee, the franchise fee, and the franchisee purchases the expertise and the method of doing business and doesn't have to go through the pain of a startup company. Generally speaking, every franchisee is legally an independent entity. So they have to get their own business name registration sa TTI or sa SEC. They have to get their own mayor's permit from the local government units. They have to get their own BAR registration or any other legal requirement. The franchise, however, controls the products and services the franchisee are permitted to sell. So a franchisee cannot just add products or take out products. Also, the franchisor controls what we call the operating assets, goods and services, what the franchisee has to purchase. And this is through what we call a procurement program. Also, in the franchise, we talk of an exclusive or protected territory. So there's a certain territory around the franchise facility where no other franchise or company outlet is established. We also talk in franchising of an exclusive relationship. That means that the franchisor the franchisee cannot compete with the franchisor's business. So they cannot have anything of the same again. And of course, every franchisee has to get their own outlets. So what does a franchise provide? What is part of the franchise fee? First of all, the system standards, the way the franchise is operating. Second, the use of the trademark. Trademark, I'll explain that a little bit later, is what the intellectual property office is awarding to franchisors. Then the experience and the wisdom of the franchisor, because he's already in the business for the longest time. Every franchisor has to provide an extensive operations manual to their franchisees. And of course, they have to provide as well training. Training per se is part of the franchise fee. Then site selection assistance. So the franchisor has to give the franchisees some kind of an idea on what kind of locations they should be looking for. And of course, location approval. Once the franchisee found the location, franchisor has to approve them. Then the store layout has to be provided by franchisor to franchisee, which has to be adapted to the location of the franchise and then has to be approved by the franchisor prior to the construction of the outlet. And of course, in some cases also, the franchisor is providing construction supervision. This is usually when it comes to bigger projects like Felix Petroleum or National Bookstore or Jerry's Grill, etc. And then exclusive territories, that's the radius around the franchise facilities, which can be very small when it's a convenience store or a big shop, and which can expand, especially if it's has more with mobility to do. So can be anything between 500 meter and usually 1 kilometer. Then the procurement programs, the list of the authorized suppliers and supplies from where a franchisee has to purchase. Also, every franchisor has to provide opening assistance to the franchisees. That means the franchisor has to provide one employee, at least one, to the franchisee when they open the business, okay? And then all the marketing strategies a franchisor is also allowing the franchisees to do what they're doing in the outlets. By effective field service, we understand two things. First of all, the franchisor has to visit his franchisees on a regular basis. And then second, also, the franchisor has to be there for his franchisees whenever the franchisee needs help. And of course, the franchisor is also in charge for research and development, coming up with new products, coming up with new marketing gimmicks, etc. So what are the pitfalls in franchising? If you're the franchisee of a system which is not professionally developed, okay? Unfortunately, some franchise companies don't want to spend money, and then they do it by themselves, and then in the end, screwing up themselves as well, and also the franchisees. So don't sign up with a franchisor who does not have proper training or has no operations manual. And of course, very, very dangerous it is if your franchisor does not have the trademark for his business. trademark from the Intellectual Property Office. As I said, I will talk about this a little bit later. So the genuine drawbacks of franchising, of course, franchisee has to pay fees, franchise fees, royalty fees, advertisement fees, and of course the franchise is also forced to buy from the sources of the franchise, so he has no choice there. And very important actually is that the franchisee has to respect the norms attached to the concept, especially the quality standards, and an obligation to follow the concept and operational standards. So if an egocentric personality, you will not be lucky with the franchise. So how to select a franchise? Examine the opportunities. Of course, it costs money. You don't have to be an expert, but you have to like the type of interest, okay? Of course, very important is location, 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 that you are at the right location with your business. And then, of course, you can check the background of the franchisor and the support what the franchisor is giving. At the end of the day, analyze and evaluate before you decide what franchise you're buying. Now, franchising during the pandemic is a very interesting procedure actually, because a lot of franchisors now giving special discounts on the franchise fee. Also, landlords are easy to negotiate because there's so many spaces available right now. And of course, the whole procedure can be done online. So if you get a franchise from out of town, you don't have to drive anymore there or fly there just to apply for the franchise. Everything today is done via Zoom or any kind of app. However, you have to be careful that you're not victimized by a scam. Too many scams are out there today, especially in Facebook. Facebook is full of scams. So if it's too good to be true, most likely it's a scam. If the contacts, if they don't even have a landline, then most likely they are here today, gone tomorrow. Also, if they want the money up front before they give you an agreement, that's a total sign that they are a scam. And the franchise contract itself, the length of the agreement, if it's below 3 years, definitely it's a scam, because the scammers usually give 1 year contracts or 2 year contracts. And also, if the contract itself has only a few pages, let's say 2 to 8 pages, while a real franchise agreement has 25 or 50, up to 50 pages. All right. Also, if they cannot provide you a franchise disclosure information, or they don't have a trademark, or they're not a member of any of the 3 franchise associations in the Philippines, in alphabetical order: AFI, FIFA, and PFA. The problem is government cannot help you. There are no laws where they can hit them, all right? So if you want to check if a franchise company is serious or not, you can actually ask us in the association. And you email us at info@franchiseassociation.biz to check out if a company is legit or not. So almost every franchisor requires the payment of royalty. Royalty in the sense that for the continuation use of the trademark, for the continuation assistance given by the franchisor, for the availability of the franchisor in case there is assistance needed by the franchisee, and the royalty is always payable monthly and is based on gross sales always. Gross sales in franchising means total sales minus royalty, minus tax, minus service fees if it's a restaurant the case, if they have service charge, and minus the senior citizen discount. And how much royalty usually is to be charged? Normally there's no royalty if it is a retail franchise, and 100% of the merchandise comes from the franchisor. Also very low, from 0 to 3%, usually in the drugstore business, because in often case, the franchisor is also the supplier. The big shops also have traditionally low royalties, okay? food and restaurant between 3 to 6. Service franchises always have the fixed monthly, what we call the continuation fees instead of a royalty, meaning to say the franchisee pays every month the same continuation fee. The education sector has the highest royalty because they're the only sector who does not have a renewal fee at the end of the contract. So their contracts renew without any fees to be paid. Advertisement-wise, we have up to 4 schemes involved in a franchise, and they are the grand opening marketing. So you spend something by the franchisee directly for the initial awareness of the outlets. And then local store marketing is 1 or 2% usually, also spent directly on a regular basis. Some companies have also co-op advertisements. For example, if a company has 5 franchises in Bulacan, they might have a billboard along NLEX and they share the billboard cost, okay? The only advertisement fees which are really handled by the franchisor is the National Advertisement Fund. Of course, a company has to be national before they can actually start with the National Advertisement Fund. So that covers the TV, radio, broadsheets, any national campaigns. So what are the mistakes of franchise buyers? Some believe they don't have to work anymore and just collect money. There's a possibility for them to become a co-owner. But if you're a lone franchisee, the more hands-on you are, the better you are. Don't underestimate the requirements, what it means to be a franchisee. And don't expect too much also from your franchisor. And don't do shortcuts in the construction, okay? Also, if you join a bandwagon, a fad, usually that only lasts for 2 years or 3 years maximum, and then it's gone. Also, in the Philippines, a lot of people don't want to be the first franchisee, which is wrong. It's good to be the first franchisee because as first franchisee, you get the TLC treatment, the tender love and care of your franchisor. And most likely, you're paying lesser for the franchise fee as well. So don't compare only the franchise fees, but the entire investment through the years. Geographically, we have 3 types of franchises. The unit franchise, which is with a contract normally from 3 to 15 years. So 1 outlet is 1 contract. While the area franchise, as the name says, you get the geographical territory, which can be a province, a city, or a portion of it. And then also the franchisor may require you to open, to have a development program, meaning to say you have to open a certain number of outlets in a certain period of time. All right? And then we have the master franchise. By master franchise, we talk to the rights for a whole country. So that's not only a city or a province, but that's the rights to the whole country. And among our Filipino clients, we have already 40 of them who have franchises outside the Philippines. So that's also a good development that Filipino brands become global brands. So now here we have the steps how you get a franchise. First of all, if you're interested, request for a franchise kit. Fill up the confidential questionnaire and send it to the franchisor with your letter of intent. The franchisor will meet you and discuss the franchise details. Then you will be evaluated and either approved or disapproved. And if you are approved, then you receive the franchise disclosure information. Then you sign a memorandum of agreement and pay the administration fee. And then it depends if your franchised outlet is in a mall or outside the mall. Because if it's outside the mall, then it can straight proceed to signing the contract and go and proceed with it. If it's inside a mall, you have to apply first with the mall, or the franchise applicant has to apply first with the mall. And the franchise agreement can only be signed once the mall gives the lease offer, because once the mall gives the lease offer, that means they approve the concept. All right? And then, of course, then you sign the franchise agreement and you pay the franchise fee. Then you set up the franchise facility. You and your required staff will undergo the training. Then you have your opening assistants and your grand opening. One important factor what we provide also all our clients is the franchise disclosure information, which is actually required by the DTI Bureau Order 1024. And that has the company details, the menu, the services, the product lists, the initial investment for the franchise, and the projected P&L. Copy of the trademark, also that the franchisor is a member of an association, and the list of the company and franchise outlets, and a copy of the MOA and the franchise agreement. However, this franchise disclosure information is only given to applicants who have been approved by a franchisor for being a prospective franchisee. As long as you are not approved as a prospective franchisee, you won't be able to get the franchise disclosure information. I'll run you through also through a franchise agreement. Every franchise agreement what we prepare, of course, is tailored to each and every client. So what I give you are more the topics, what contains the agreement. So we talk about the appointment and the franchise fee, the terms and the renewal. Very important that all our contracts have a renewal clause. So there's no circumstances where there could be disagreements when it comes to renewing of the agreement. We talk of the facility location, the equipment, fixtures, and furnitures, the training and the assistance by the franchisor. The rule about the proprietary mark, and which we call also trademarks. That's another word for trademarks since they are proprietary to the franchisor. Then the rules about the operations manual. Of course, the operations manual is a separate entity, but the rules and regulations are in the contract. Then when the franchisor modifies his system, so if he adds products or a new equipment, franchisee has to follow that. Then any of the 4 schemes of advertisement, whatever is applicable in that franchise. Then the rules about the royalty, then about accounting and records, and the standards of quality and performance we expect the franchisee to follow. Then the operating assistance given by the franchisor, the rules about the insurance, the covenants clause. Covenants clause means exclusivity. So wherein the franchisee is not allowed to compete with the franchisor. And then all the reasons why a franchisee can be in default and terminated. All right. Normally, we don't immediately terminate the franchisee. We have a process, what is called curing. So if a franchisee can become cured, then life goes on and he won't be facing more troubles. However, if worst case scenario, if the curing does not help and the franchise over and cures it, if that does not help either, then the franchisor can terminate the agreement. So we have also the rights and duties of parties upon termination, like the franchisee is not allowed to use the location for the same kind of business, and he's not allowed to engage in that kind of business actually for at least 2 years. Also, in case the franchisee dies or incapacitated, then the franchisee, the heirs can take over and they can sell it in accordance to the transferability rules. Transferability rules means a franchisee can actually sell his business whenever he wants to sell it. Of course, the franchisor always has the right of first refusal. Other legal agreements, we have the memorandum of agreement, which is a pre-contract to the franchise agreement. Then the agreement with the landlord, which is a tripartite agreement between franchisor or franchisee and the landlord. Then guarantee and assumption of obligation. We use this if the franchisee is low capitalized or he gets it as a gift. And the transfer and release agreement is used when the franchisee sells his rights. So this is between franchisor, the old franchisee, and the new franchisor. So now some people of you are there who might have a business and you want to franchise out your business. Is your business franchisable? If your business is in operation for at least 1 year, or is beyond the trial and error stage, or has achieved its payback period. If the business can be copied according to systems, all right? And of course, the business has to be proven profitable, has to have credibility to its client, and there needs to be a need for that business also in other places. So don't franchise your business if you don't have a prototype. You need at least one outlet for three reasons. First of all, to show it off to prospective franchisees. Second, for the training. And third, for research and development. So if your business is failing, if you think your franchises, of course, will sink along. If the business depends too much on yourself, or the gross margins are too small, not compensated by high volume. And if the products are fat or the skills levels are too high that you cannot teach it in something like 3 months maximum. And of course, also if you do the franchise development by yourself instead of hiring a consultant like RK Franchise Consultancy. So the advantages of being a franchisor, you receive franchise fee, you collect royalties, you can gain from selling to the franchisees, you can expand the brand at the speed you want to grow, you use OPM, other people's money, and of course you're also less directly involved in the operation. And you can leveraging on the recognized brand name, which also enhances your business image. The more outlets you have, the more it ensures consistent quality. And if you have a commissary operation, it attains higher productivities and you can use economy of scales, therefore also reducing the risk of failures. And the stronger your brand, the better locations you're getting. So if you have a business and it has to be developed into a franchise, this is what we actually do for you. First of all, a franchise structure. This is where we calculate franchise fees and royalties, then the length of the agreement and the investment package, then the payback period and the required space and the logistic needs. Then we provide, of course, a franchisor manual to all our clients, which is a guide on how to be a franchisor. And then the operations manual, which is actually broken down into several sub-manuals. So the first one is the pre-opening manual, which all what the franchisee has to do before they open the business. The second is the administrative manual, all about the employees from hiring to firing and all about the money. The third is the specialty manual, let's say like if it's a restaurant, the kitchen manual. Then the operating standard manual from opening to closing, training manual, and forms and reports. Normally, an operations manual is at least 400 to 900 pages. From the legal side, we prepare franchise agreements, usually several kind of franchise agreements, like area, master franchise, development, co-ownership, etc. Memorandum of agreement, agreement with landlord, guarantee and assumption of obligation, transfer and release agreement. So more than 10 agreements we prepare for each and every franchisor. Then on marketing side, you need a franchise brochure, franchise marketing kit, franchise disclosure information, franchise a PowerPoint presentation we provide also, and of course a franchise website. And then of course RK helps us in securing of trademarks, marketing assistance, applicant assistance, FIFA membership. All our clients are member of FIFA. We provide lifelong after service, and our clients all ended up in the franchise.ph portal. We also feature them in our magazine. We provide also office assistance to our franchisors from the provinces, and we have yearly membership meetings. And very important is also that every franchisor has a trademark. What is a trademark? Trademark is used to differentiate goods and services, which can be expressed in one word, a group of words, and services, a sign, symbol, logo, a 3D container, or a combination of these. A mark is any visible sign capable of distinguishing the goods or services of an enterprise and shall include a stamped or marked container of goods. In other words, the signage. All right, this has to be registered. The trademark, the logo, has to be registered with the Intellectual Property Office because this is awarded in a franchise contract. Alternative business forms to business format franchising, we also use quite often licensing arrangement. So there is the transfer of technology only, not the whole business. So it's usually just limited to a certain task or way of doing business. In the case of gasoline station, while we package them like a franchise, reality, legally, they are dealerships. And then we also do distributorship packages, like what we did for VNN Naturals or Dr. Alvin, which is a two-layered distribution system. All right. So if you're interested to have your business professionally developed, please get in touch with us at RK Franchise Consultancy. We do everything what you need to be a franchisor, and we do that nationwide, actually globally. And we do the structure of the franchise, the manuals, the marketing materials, the legal aspect, all the contracts and side agreements, the franchise disclosure, franchise website, the franchisor manual, and we bring you also international if you are ready to do so. And of course, you become a member at FIFA. So the future of franchising, definitely not a fad. Over 150 years practice as a business system, growing by around 150 franchisors a year in the Philippines. Luckily, half of them are our clients. Great for any company to expand if the franchise is properly developed and growth of the system controlled. And if you have money, the best way to invest your money is to buy a franchise. If you want to know more about franchising, you can also request for my free book all about franchising, and you can learn the ins and outs. You can also read the magazine franchising.ph. Now it's the October issue. We have our topic, the expos as well, and other topics. And every Thursday at 4 p.m., I'm hosting the Franchise Hour. So every Thursday at 4 p.m. on Facebook at Franchise Hour. And next Thursday at 4 p.m., Attorney Anne-Claire Kobajan from the TTI will be our guest. And you can also view all our franchise hours online in our YouTube channel, RK Franchise. And also our seminars are there, so you can have a lot of information in our YouTube channel. And Expo-wise, right now, you're part of the Mindanao Franchise Expo, which still runs until October 30. Then we have the Iloilo Franchise Expo at iloilofranchise.com from November 5 to 15. And the third Palawan Franchise Expo from November 20 to 30 at palawanfranchise.com. So if you're interested, please get in touch with us at the numbers 8912-2946, 8912-2973, 0917-874-3620. You can also get in touch with us if you call from abroad. WhatsApp, Viber, IMO, Potim, etc. 0917-321-5235. Or look at our Facebook page, RK Franchise Consultancy. And our email, rk@rkfranchise.com. So I'd like to thank you so much for listening to me. And I'm giving you back to Shay to introduce our next speaker. And thank you so much for listening to me, and stay on and learn a lot of the franchise opportunities we present now, and find a good franchise for yourself. You can find it today. Thank you.
All right, so thank you very much, Sir RK. Again, we are inviting our viewers to watch our franchise hour. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m. live via Rudolf Kotik Facebook, or you can also watch it through RK Franchise Consultancy Facebook page. Okay, so for those who are interested to have your business developed by RK Franchise Consultancy, we are doing a free virtual initial consultation. Okay, so you can book a schedule with us or with our team and contact us at numbers 8912-2946, 8912-2973, or 0917-874-3620, or 0933-864-2552, and we will be happy to assist you. Okay, so we don't want to keep you waiting. We'll now proceed with our first franchise opportunity presentation, beginning with the Senior Franchising Manager of Mr. Donut. May I call on Ma'am Cheryl Carino? Okay, so but before that, we will be playing a short video about Mr. Donut, and then we will proceed with the presentation of Ma'am Cheryl. Hi, Ma'am Cheryl. Good afternoon.
Hi, Faye. Good afternoon.
Okay, so we'll start playing the video, ma'am.
way back 1997. Nasa construction business ako. Then, pag umuwi ako sa probinsya, naghahanap talaga ako ng pasalubong sa mga bata. So, nakikita ko yung Mr. Donut. Talagang naging habit ko na. Dinadala ko yung pasalubong na yon. So, naisipan ko na mabuti pa ako i-franchise ko itong brand na ito at madala doon sa amin sa Bicol. Parang it's an honor for me na madala ko ang isang brand on that time na wala pa yun doon sa aming region. At hindi ko rin nakalain na yung Mr. Donut, yun ang magiging fallback ko doon sa aking business. So, ang life-changing doon is nung magkaroon ako ng downfall, hindi ko akalain na yung Mr. Donut pala ang magiging sandalan ko. Yung isa kong anak na dati kong kasama, si Paulo, na as early as at the age of almost grade 5 pa lang siya, kasama ko na siya na tumutulong sa akin sa kauna-unahan kong shop. Ngayon, proud to say na he is an architect as of now, then mayroon na rin sa sariling firm. And at the same time, tumutulong sa pagmamanage ng Mr. Donut business namin sa Bicol.
Gumigising kami ng early morning para actually dalawa pa lang kami noon. And then, doon ko na-realize yung importance ng value ng Mr. Donut, yung hard work, yung dedication mo taga doon sa shop ninyo, yung malasakit mo, doon ko nakita sa kanya. Kasi early morning, yung kotse namin noon, yung actually pick up siya, then tinutulak pa namin para i-start lang yung makina. So could you just imagine, 4 o'clock in the morning, you're just grade 3, and then umaalalay ka sa dad mo ng ganong sitwasyon. Parang napakasarap lang alalahanin na ganito na yung sitwasyon namin ngayon. So
nag-start kami na parang yung tinda siya ng donuts sa school and ako yung kailangan na mag-deliver ng donuts. So doon ko na realize na hindi lang pala puro sarap yung business na to, kundi kailangan din ng hard work.
dahil sa Mr. Donut, naging architect ako ngayon. So, nagkaroon ako ng sariling design firm, architectural firm, because of Mr. Donut.
And I grew up, tapos naging okay yung business namin. Nung fruit mismo ng Mr. Donut na binigay sa amin. Dahil sobrang blessed ko na nakapag-aral ako sa magandang school. And actually, ako lang yung nakapag-aral sa Manila that time. Kasi
Masaya rin ako dito sa negosyong ito kasi hindi lang dun sa kinikita. Masaya rin ako dahil alam ko nakakatulong ako sa ibang tao.
Without Mr. Donut, siguro hindi namin matutupad yung mga pangarap namin.
sa ngayon, very thankful ako sa Mr. Donut kasi na-apply ko lahat ng natutunan ko after ko graduate. Kasi right now, I'm working as a flight attendant. Tapos lahat, service, the way you treat people, lahat nakuha ko from Mr. Donut and turo din syempre ng parents ko. Pero alam ko dadating yung time na babalik ako at babalik sa Mr. Donut na kung saan kami nagsimula talaga.
Hindi lang kasi yung monetary value na natatanggap mo sa Mr. Donut yung mahalaga dito. Ang pinakamahalaga para sa akin dito is yung values na naipapasa mo, na natutunan mo sa business, dun sa mga tao na nai-involve sa business ninyo.
Ang Mr. Donut business na ito ay alam ko na ipagpapatuloy ng aking mga anak at isasarin ko pa rin sa kanila. Kasi ito nga, sinabi ko na rin, this is almost a family for us na talagang magsasalin-salin na siguro ito sa akin hanggang sa mga kaapu-apuhan ko. Ang Mr. Donut franchise na ito ay ipagpapatuloy na ng aking mga anak at alam ko na kayang-kaya na nila itong palaguin at pagyamanin. At ang ating namang adhikain ay mapalago nga at ma-share din ang mga blessing sa ibang mga tao.
All right. So, good afternoon to everyone who's watching right now in Mindanao and on all other parts of the Philippines and the world. The video that you have just watched featured the story of a man who once dreamt of bringing Mr. Donut in his hometown and is now in his 22nd year in running Mr. Donut stores in Bicol, particularly in Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, Masbate, and Sorsogon. Now, it's time to make your story too. So allow me to show you the 3 easy steps on how you can franchise Mr. Donut. All right. Okay. So there are just 3 steps as mentioned a while ago that we only have 3 steps on how we can franchise Mr. Donut. Okay. So step one, please visit. All right. Please visit the FIFA website. Okay, so right now you can see there it's 16th Mindanao Franchise Expo. So at mindanaofranchise.com and check our franchise offers and download also the application forms. Okay, now step two, after you have logged on to FIFA website, next slide please. All right, it's time to choose your package. Now, for an indoor package, our package starts at 310,000. That's inclusive already of the 100,000 pesos franchise fee. All right, and the asset investment. Now, if for example your location is an outdoor booth, so that's 410,000. Now, you can also start with no location. So, for example, you are looking for a not you are still looking for a location. You can try our Mr. Donut on Wheels. So the package starts at 257,000. That's inclusive already of the franchise fee, the motorbike, and the customization the of your sidecar. Okay. Now, for those who currently owns grocery stores or mini mart stores, you can also avail of our 125,000 package that is Mr. Donut Mini. It's inclusive already of the franchise fee and the refundable product deposit. But however, for those who are just starting in their businesses but would like to try a franchise brand, we are inviting you to avail of our 90-day business trial program which costs 100,000 only, and 50,000 of that amount will be refunded to you because it's represented as the product deposit. Okay. So after you choose your package, the last step, uh, all right, is to submit your requirements. Please email them at fms@mrdonut.ph. Okay, so that we can do an initial screening on your submitted documents. Now, as long as after that we have received your requirements, a franchise officer will be getting in touch with you. Okay. So we have a special promo for everyone who's watching right now in Mindanao. We would like to inform you that for your location or in Mindanao, we are offering no franchise fee in Zamboanga City, in Cagayan de Oro City, in Socsargen area, so that's South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, and General Santos, in Surigao, and in Bukidnon. So hurry, this is limited time offer only, and we would really like to enjoin you and start your Mr. Donut business by December. So it's peak season, so it's a good time to franchise. So that's all for Mr. Donut. Again, thank you everyone for watching the testimonial video or from Mr. Donut franchisee, and we hope to do business with you soon. Thank you, Shay.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Cheryl. Okay, so we are calling the attention of those who are in Mindanao areas. They are giving zero franchise fee. Okay, so if you wanted to be part of a very well-known brand, franchise Mr. Donut, and feel free to contact Ma'am Cheryl at 0917-103-6047 or email her at cheryl.carino@mrdonut.ph. Okay, so our next franchise opportunity presentation, I'm calling the Retail Network Planner, yes, of Phoenix Fuels, Miss Eileen Joy Ciadora. Ma'am Eileen. Hello, good afternoon, Ma'am
Hi,
Eileen.
maayong hapon. Good afternoon, Shay.
Afternoon, ma'am. All right, so you can begin with your presentation, ma'am.
Yes. So before I proceed with my presentation, first, maayong hapon, Mindanao. Let me introduce to you our company and our history. Phoenix Petroleum Philippines is the fastest oil growing company in the country. Our business is fuel and so much more. Phoenix Petroleum started as a family business in Davao City under Dennis Uy, and Phoenix is a Mindanao homegrown. Established in 2004, and our first business partner is Cebu Pacific by providing into-plane services and lease of storage tank facility. And eventually, we are the exclusive logistics provider in Mindanao and major fuel supplier. In 2005, we opened our first 5 gasoline stations in Mindanao, particularly in Davao City, Davao del Sur, and Caraga area. In 2007 or 2007, we are the first oil company to list on the Philippine Stock Exchange. 2008, we opened our first station in Luzon, that is in Marikina. And 2009, we opened our first station in Cebu. And on the same year, we opened our 100th station in General Santos City. 2010 to 2015, we increased our network in retail and in commercial business and acquire and increase our terminal facilities to serve our business partners nationwide. In 2016, we joined the PBA, or the Philippine Basketball Association. 2017, we expanded to several businesses, like we entered into LPG by acquiring Petronas, and we're renaming it into Phoenix LPG Philippines. Of course, we acquired the Philippine Family Mart. By the way, we are into expansion of Family Mart here in Davao City, Tagum City, and soon in Cagayan de Oro City. 2018 to date, more investors are joining in the Phoenix family. Before I present our franchise package, let me show to you videos of our Phoenix station, and it's during the grand opening, including our other brands and how we introduce our product. Shay, can you play, please, the video before that one, the other one? Here's the video. Is it playing or none? Anyway, Shay, we can proceed with the...
Okay, ma'am, in the meantime, you can proceed with your presentation.
Yeah, we can proceed with the package.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Hold
can
on,
you
ma'am.
see the slide? Thank you. So anyway, it's just an introduction how we introduce our products to social media, and how we document our station's opening. So it's just a 2 minutes video, but we can proceed with the franchise package, Shay. Okay, this is the retail fuel dealer owned, dealer operated program. Next slide, please. Okay, our core business is retail. Presenting to you our franchise package, again, the dealer owned, dealer operated program. This is the retail fuel offers. We have, of course, the gasoline, Premium 98, Premium 95, Super, and Diesel with Phoenix Pulse technology. We offer lubricants. At the same time, we offer our Phoenix LPG. And then we have the Posible machine, or we call this the Bayad Center. Next slide, please. The total capital requirements in putting up a gasoline station starts at 5,500,000. Initial inventory minimum of 2 truckloads. Pumps and tanks investment is 1 million to 2 million. No franchise fee. Marketing fee and or the annual advertising fee is 35,000 per year only. No continuing license fee. Contract terms or retail outlet agreement is 5 years, and this is renewable. No cash bond. We required our franchisee or dealer to provide their genset in this station. Investment package inclusion, of course, we have this new dealer induction training, forecourt training, and advertising and promotional support. Return of investment, we have to make sure that we have an ROI of 4 to 5 years. Now, the area requirement in putting up a gasoline station is the 1,000 to 1,500 square meters. and minimum frontage of 50 meters. And then we have this site assessment that will be conducted by yours truly or the network development team. Our support, the company support are the fixed margins, of course, the Phoenix signages. We will assist in the design and we will provide full technical drawing. Same slide. Next slide, Ms. Shay. Now, we have mega stations in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So we are also into non-fuel related business. We offer lease rentals of our vacant lot and commercial spaces. We have different locators or business partners like coffee shops, restaurants, banks, drugstores, pizza house, auto shops, or auto works. And then we have this Wendy's, Contis, other food chains, and of course, we have Family Mart and Phoenix LPG Hub. In addition, if you have an area of more than the minimum requirement, you may offer the vacant lot or put up a commercial space and have it leased to locators like I've mentioned. With this, it will help generate additional revenue in your station and at the same time will increase station customers. Next slide. Okay, should you want to venture into fuel and non-fuel business, you may contact us or the RK franchise. So fill up the online form, scan the QR code, or visit the link provided. That's all. Thank you very much.
All right, so thank you very much, Ma'am Aideen. Okay, so for more details about Phoenix Fuels, you can visit their virtual booth at MindanaoFranchise.com and feel free to send them a message or to send them an inquiry, and they will be assisting you. Okay, so for our next presenter, may I call on the marketing director of for franchise of Go Forward, Mr. John Lagasca. Hi, Sir John. Good afternoon. Your mic is muted, Sir John.
I'm sorry, can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can start with your presentation, sir.
Okay. But before I start, I want to show you um can you show my slide now? Shade my presentation, please. Okay, so before I start, I want to show you significant numbers. First is $27 billion. So this 27 billion is the cost damages done by urban pests like rats, cockroaches, flies, mosquitoes, and termites. Next, please. And sadly, we recently hit the 2.7 million mark for the Filipinos testing positive with COVID-19 virus. Having that said, what if I tell you that we have developed a business that would help ease at least or cut the cost damages? So maayong hapon Mindanao, maayong hapon sa tanan, especially to our Facebook viewers and listeners around the globe. And also all of the staffs of Go Forward Pest Control who are listening, liking, and sharing this Facebook Live right now. My name is John Lagasca. I'm the Marketing Director for franchise of Go Forward Pest Control. Next slide, please. So just a brief background of our simple beginnings. Go Forward started as a manpower services last October 14, 2009. And after 5 years, we ventured into pest control services. And it started and serviced by the CEO himself, who's a good friend of RK, Mr. Randy Dumar. And the rest is history. Next slide, please. So right now we have 6 outlets all over Mindanao and 1 in Cebu. So we have 1 in Davao City, which is the main office. We have 1 in CDO or Cagayan de Oro, 1 in General Santos, 1 in Butuan City, 1 in Mandaue, and 1 in Pagadian City. Next slide, please. So what we offer, what services we offer are the GPC or General Pest Control, the rat control, termite control, the fumigation, listing services, and soil treatment. Next slide, please. On one of the most in-demand service as of the moment is the COVID-19 disinfection. Nowadays, this specific service is quite asked. Soon it will be required for the private companies to have their establishments and offices to be disinfected before they can resume to their operation. So, in-demand talaga tong COVID-19 disinfection and deep cleaning. We also have deep cleaning. Next slide, please. Due to limited time, I can't explain one by one the product shown, but you can always look us up on our website, which is that's www.goforwardpestcontrol.com. We have there all of our products and services and also the prices. And we also have a Facebook page. Sorry, it's also Go Forward Pest Control, and we also have machines and DIY pest control tools. So you can also look this up on our websites, including the prices, of course. Next, now this is what we are excited about. We are about to release the first, but definitely not the last of our very own product, Knockout. This will be the very first locally produced disinfectant here in Mindanao. So currently, this is for approval of FDA, and we are just waiting for the FDA to approve this, and then we can release it. We will release it to the market. Next slide, please. So what separates us from other pest control providers? So definitely we have established system from back office to our front runners. So even though na wala yung CEO namin, we can run the business. Next is the quality assurance team. So I think we are the only pest control services here in the Philippines that has quality assurance team. And also we are ISO certified. And recently, we are recognized as #1 pest control services provider by the Golden Globe Awards for Business. We also have a research and development. So just like what we did with Knockout, that is not our last product, definitely. And with that said, we are pioneering for the future of pest management industry. Next slide, please. So what does a franchise provide? Ano yung kaya namin ibigay, no? And first, we will provide the successful system standard, our very own trademarks, the knowledge and wisdom of our very own CEO, who is also well known in the pest management industry for almost 20 years in the service. The operations manual, of course, or what we call the Bible of every franchisee, which includes the secret recipe for the success of our business. Of course, training, unlimited trainings, of course. The approval or site selection. Next slide, please. We also provide the store layouts. All machine equipments and chemicals will be procured by us. The opening assistance and marketing strategy, of course, we will help the franchise to establish their networks in their respective territories, no? From the moment they paid their admission fee. Effective field services and research and development. Next slide, please. So this is the franchise details. For admission fee, we have 150,000. For the franchise fee, we have 250,000. And inclusive of the trademark, site approval, all of that. And for the franchise details, for the initial terms, 5 years. So renewal after 5 years, then the renewal fee will be 50% of the franchise fee. And the total capital requirement will be 1.4 million. Next slide, please. So why invest with Go Forward? So we can promise you this, the ROI is inevitable. We have the never-ending support, the learning and development department. We have established networks, and also the market is rising, definitely. As I've shown you, na talagang in demand yung COVID-19 disinfection and deep cleaning. So more people are getting aware of their health and their safety inside their homes, and also the establishments. So we have a low franchise fee and royalty fee. So compared to other services or other competitors that we have a very low franchise fee and royalty fee. And we also, we promise you this, we are the future of pest management. So did I interest you? So please don't be shy to call or text me on the numbers shown. You can also send me an email, also shown on the screen. And of course, you can visit our virtual booth at the 16th Mindanao Franchise Expo. Thank you very much. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, so thank you very much, Sir John. Okay, so avail a low franchise fee and royalty fee from Go Forward Pest Control and contact Sir John at 0906 045 4053 or email him at john.jerome.lagasca@gmail.com. Or you can also check on the exhibitors area in Mindanao franchise.com. So our next presenter from the Julie's Bake Shop, may I call on the expansion manager for Mindanao, Miss Rubia Pios. Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon. Your mic is muted, ma'am.
Julie's
Alright.
afternoon, everyone. Hello.
Go ahead, Miss.
Um,
To your presentation,
yes,
please.
good afternoon. Let me share you the Julie story now first. Next slide, please. Julie's Julie's Bake Shop started as one bake shop operated by its founder, none other than Julie Gandyonko, at the age of 50 in January 6, 1981. The concept of freshly baked bread baked in full view of the customers and served with a courteous smiles became benchmark of Julie's phenomenal success in the Philippines. 10 years after, Julie's Bake Shop established its corporation, registered its corporation in Securities and Exchange Commission, and from then on, many interested franchisees are applying. In 2016, as we celebrate our 35 years of Julie's, we launched its national mascot, which is called Popoy Pandesal. And the year after, we launched also the Bake Shop ng Pilipino tagline with the new store mural in collaboration with the local artist Noel Cabangon himself. We received recognitions from Cebu and other establishments from Cebu, and were recognized as the best big shop chain in the Philippines. With the emergence of pandemic in year 2020, we launched the Julie's Delivery Service, which our bake shop, our stores rather, serve those customers that are near our place, especially those that cannot go out during the pandemic. So we launched the Julie's Delivers, and we also tap with other food aggregators, which is Food Panda and Grab. Julie's Bake Shop's vision is to have a Julie's Bake Shop in every barangay, and the mission is to feed Filipino communities. As a growing bake shop, we are also growing our network. We have 500 stores and counting. We have 350 suppliers and partners. And aside from that, we have almost 6,000 employees as of this present time. So why Julie's Bake Shop? Oh, it has been our testimony, our expanding franchises, especially this pandemic. We are considered as the essentials, so we consistently grow our sales. And aside from that, we are nationally recognized brand with a growing family of franchises nationwide who are also expanding. We have a reliable and competent franchise support system. So, be part of Julie's family. Owning a Julie's Bake Shop franchise means getting intensive hands-on training and learning about the chain's product innovation process, the same technique that help make our Julie's entrepreneurial success stories. So as we celebrate 40 years of Julie's, we introduce the 40K franchise fee. Before last year we have a franchise fee of 300,000, but as we celebrate our 40 years last January 6, we offer a 40,000 franchise fee for our new franchisees and also for those who are expanding franchisees. So we have four types of stores. A branch, which is at least 50 square meter with a minimum frontage of 4 meters. So a standalone branch has a scaling room, a baking room or production area, and a selling area. Junior branch is about 35 square meter with a 3 meter frontage. It has no scaling room and is dependent on the branch, meaning all the scaled ingredients are from the branch. Another store type is outlet, which is 15 to 20 square meters. And we have no baking in these stores, as well as the Bulilit kiosk, which is 6 square meter. And it is also a movable, meaning if the site is no longer feasible, you can move to another feasible site. So aside from that, we also have introduced selling tools which will help you augment or increase your sales. The one that is very sure of its sales contribution is the so-called peddling card, meaning this this selling tool is very effective on those far-flung residential areas, meaning we deliver right at your doorstep. Also, aside from that, we have business partners who are there for to support us during the opening, and we have Coke, Selecta, and Phoenix Petron. Estimated investment in owning a bake shop will only require you of about 1.5 to 2 million, including of its revolving capital. Revolving capital would mean your other expenses, which is the overhead, salaries, and the 1 week supply of ingredients. For the royalty, we have from last year to of 4%. This year, we increased our royalty to 5% and the marketing support of 1.5% and a total monthly rate of 6.5%, which is based on your gross sales. So how to become a franchise? So simply, if you have strategic sites, kindly email us and send your documents. We will process your documents. We will conduct market verifications, and then with a less than a month, we can open your site. We have our franchisees continuously enjoy these marketing supports, and these marketing supports are are also an advantage to your locality. Also, we have support from other departments, which is the training. We have the technical support, and then um, continuous innovation of the products that will help you grow your sales. We are growing our families, and then we have franchises that are more than 25 years with us already. As a matter of fact, we are now there. We have already the so-called third generation franchises, meaning mga apo ng mga first franchisee natin. So we continually grow, and we will also be growing for the Filipino people. No, we're not only for the feeding, but also we will also help build the community. We give employment to the community, and which is very advantage to where Julie's Bake Shop is. So we have the so-called Tita Shame, the number one um, trending sa Twitter, no, and
Please continue. The video was interrupted.
yes. Okay. So with that video, we accumulated 6.2 million viewers. Yes. Okay. Hello. So with
Go
that
ahead.
video, we accumulated 6.2 million viewers, and were recognized in the 2021 New York Festival. We accumulated 6.2 million viewers, and were recognized in the 2021 New York Festival. So, you may contact us for your inquiry, franchise inquiry through local number 082-234-066-0067, or you may email at robia.payos@juliesbakeshop.com.ph and franchise@juliesbakeshop.com.ph. Rubia that Bayus at Julius Bake Shop that Consultancy in
All right, so thank you very much, Ma'am Rubia. I think we are having, we are experiencing some delays when it comes to the presentation. But ayan, if you would like to become a franchise partner of a fast-growing bake shop company, franchise Julie's Bake Shop and avail a 40,000 franchise fee and visit their virtual booth at MindanaoFranchise.com to know more details. Okay, so we are down to 4 franchise opportunities, and let's continue with the CEO of We Gotcha, Ma'am Arlene Roma. Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, you don't have an audio. All right, so I think I can hear you, ma'am.
Um, do you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, better.
Yes. Okay, good amazing afternoon, everyone. My name is Arlene Roma. I am the CEO and president of Save Dude Amazing Grace, trading as We Gotcha. Okay, let me begin our presentation. We Gotcha was founded in March 2019, but we kicked in with the concept around July of 2019. It all started with cravings for milk tea since I was pregnant by then. And then until such time that the demand for a physical store became so strong that we put up our first physical store on November of 2019. And then 2020 came and the pandemic hit. But luckily for us, despite the pandemic, we were able to put up 9 stores to date, which includes 6 stores in Davao City and 3 out of town. So our mission was to provide delicious and affordable and superior quality milk teas and refreshing beverages that families would love and truly enjoy. We have the vision to be one of the leading milk tea brands known for its distinctive quality beverages and excellent customer service. Next slide, please. Okay, what makes our brand different? We Gotcha uses authentic ingredients from Taiwan. We also use freshly brewed real tea leaves to ensure that we deliver freshness in each cup that we serve. We also do not just focus on milk teas. We have a variety of drinks. We have fruit teas. We have ketogenic drinks for those who are on a diet. We have chocolate and coffee-based drinks that can be enjoyed by different age groups. We also have a wide range of flavors and toppings to choose from. Aside from that, We Gotcha is known for serving delicious snacks and meals to pair with our drinks. So we are actually just more than just a delicious drink. We make sure that we have everything that our customers want to satisfy their cravings. It has a unique taste that has big impact to our customers. So what sets us apart from our competitors? We Gotcha franchise has a proven and tested system to help you have a better chance to succeed in business. We started late 2019, and despite the pandemic and stiff competition in the milk tea business, we have grown our brand and was able to put up 9 stores to date. We have full assistance. We provide full assistance from site evaluation, store design, and layout, complete training, not just for the store personnel, but franchise owners as well, including sales and marketing support. So our business model, what our customers want, we provide great locations, unique and innovative flavors, creative and beautiful designs. Most of our stores are Instagrammable, and then we make sure that all of our products have quality ingredients. So this as to the profitability and return on investment, this is provided by Food Panda. As we are in the pandemic, most food business are into deliveries. So one of our partners is Food Panda. So this is just the next few slides are just the results of our sales from Food Panda and GrabFood. From different branches that we have. Next slide. Next slide. That's for sales for GrabFood for different branches. And then these are the testimonials from our customers, what our customers have to say regarding We Gotcha. And then we have next our menu. So we started with just the basic menu of plain milk teas and the cream cheese series and the fruit tea. But right now we have at least 6 pages, I think, for our menu. We constantly innovate. We now have the plain milk teas. We have the cream cheese, which we are known for because we use real cream cheese. And then we have the Oreo series. We have the Oreo cream cheese series. We have the fruit tea and the Yakult series. We also have the ketogenic series, which is for those who are on a diet, who are into the ketogenic diet. We also have our coffee chum, which is the coffee-based series, and then we have the chocolati, which is for those who are into chocolate drinks, and then we have the brown sugar and the yogurt for those who are health buffs. And then we just recently launched our house signature ice cream series for those who don't like tea on their drink. So this is fresh milk based. And due to the advent of food delivery because of the pandemic, we have also extended our food offerings, and we have just recently launched our takoyaki on our menu. So the next few slides are just our products, pictures of our products, and the pictures of the different branches. And so how do you franchise? Think. Yeah. So these are the existing branches of We Gotcha. Okay, so here's the franchise information. We have right now we don't recommend having a cart, so we only have the store or inline, which has a franchise fee of 400,000 for a minimal area of 30 square meter, and then the inclusions would be use of trademark, site approval, training of franchisee and the staff procurement program. The initial store, the initial franchise would be 4 years, and the renewal term would also be 4 years with the renewal franchise fee of 50%. Initial capital requirement is 1.5 million with royalty fee of 4%. Okay, so we have ongoing promotions due to the pandemic. When you pay the franchise, we offer a 50% down payment for the franchise fee, and you can pay the balance in full. You can pay the balance in 6 months with 0% interest with BDC, of course, or you can pay the franchise fee in full upfront and get a 10% discount. Or if you can also have the pay in full and get a 50% discount for the food component. So this is our team. We we provide continuous assistance to all franchisees. We have once you are a franchisee, you have the full management assistance and support. So this is the team that we have, including our dedicated social media managers. So for if you have more inquiries, you can message our page at FB page at Wigatcha Davao, or email gatchadavao@gmail.com. So that's all for Wigatcha. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Arlene. All right, so franchise We Gotcha and take advantage of their two payment terms. Contact them at 0917-625-4313 or email at gotchadavao@gmail.com. All right, so our next presenter, I'd like to call on the Business Development Manager for Vismin of Phoenix Super LPG, Mr. Emmanuel Togono.
Hi,
Hi,
Shay. Good
sir.
afternoon. Can you hear me
Good
okay?
afternoon, sir.
All right, great. Super afternoon to everybody sa mga taga Mindanao, mga Bisaya, parehan ako. Good afternoon, and to all the viewers over Facebook and probably YouTube later on. Good afternoon. I'm pretty sure by now you've heard a lot of opportunities, franchisable businesses, about five or six business opportunities, great ones, shared with you just this afternoon. And let me throw you another one, this time from Phoenix LPG Philippines Incorporated, a business opportunity that is independent of fad, trend, or fashion. What I'm saying is the business is very essential, so essential at that it cuts across various consumer groups. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about our 350,000 peso 5-in-1 franchise package. But before I go to that, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about Phoenix LPG Philippines. Formerly, we were Petronas Energy Philippines Incorporated, who brought you the brand Gas Petronas. But in August of 2017, Petronas was acquired by Phoenix Petroleum Philippines Incorporated, and the Gas Petronas brand was renamed to Phoenix Super LPG, which we have now today. Now, we started operations nationwide in 2018 as Phoenix Super LPG, and the current throughput is around 120 million kilograms of LPG. The market share is outdated, but I'm happy to tell you that our market share overall is about 7% already. And we are engaged in LPG trading, household and commercial use. Sa household, bahay-bahay yung nakikita niyong picture na tangke dyan. Tapos in commercial, you'd probably see mga dagko nga tangke in some of the restaurants. And in your favorite malls, we are also supplying LPG in their food court. Next slide, please. So let me go ahead and talk directly about the 350,000 5-in-1 package. I did mention earlier that the business is essential because for a franchise package, for example, 5-in-1, what we are saying is that the business is so essential kasi your core business is LPG. Lahat ng tao sa bahay gumagamit ng LPG. So that's one. So that's the core business that we are presenting, and we've attached to that 4 other as essential businesses. For example, we added in Phoenix lubricants package for changed oil, retailing brake fluid, etc. And this package is actually catered to or tailored fit to the Vismin market. So before the details, of course, I'm pretty sure you'd want to know how much capital are we talking about. So the franchise, the investment package is about 350,000 pesos, right? It already includes the 100,000 peso franchise fee. Now, the infrastructure, of course, is or the site refurbishing, kasi kayo ang bahala sa site. Granting you'd spend about 1,800 pesos per square meter on a 20 to 30 square meter space, you'd go around 90,000 pesos. What's good is that we don't ask for royalty. There is no marketing fee, and the ROI is well within the 2-year period for a contract of for an initial contract of 5 years. So let's go ahead to the details. Ano ba yung kasama sa franchise package, yung 5-in-1? Next slide, please. Okay, you will see there the details. Franchise package, ano bang kasama? First, the initial inventory of the core business, which is the LPG cylinder. So you'd get around 50 pieces of that. And then the regulator, of course. And happy to say that Phoenix Super LPG is the only brand that is we are the only brand that is using a German-made SRG Type 541 regulator, yung may indicator. It should be at the top left of your screen, yung parang may relo. And then we have the lubricant products, okay? That's the first affiliate business that we attach to the core business. Then the second is your Posible device with a 5,000 peso load that allows you to do money remittance and bills pay. And then finally, we added in the Dito retailership for initial retailing of the third telco in the Philippines. Of course, you'd get digital marketing support. You'd also get motorcycle support from Visayas and Mindanao Group. You'd also get free product trainings and after-sales support. Again, there are no royalty fees or marketing fees that are being collected. Next slide, please. Next slide. All right. So now, well, you have seen how much yung magagastos nyo. I'd like to tell you ano ba yung kailangan ni franchisee. Okay. So for you to franchise, first you've got to have the letter of intent. Then you've got to submit with that letter of intent is already your proposed location with at least 20 to 30 square meter space. The location you provide to us, and then you take care of the permits. But we will help you with the last type of permit, the one that you see, SCC. It's a standard compliance certificate coming from the DOE. We will help you with legwork on that as part of our partnership commitment. Then you also need 2 manpower, one hub attendant and 1 motorcycle rider for your deliveries. And then you take care of utilities, fuel maintenance, and then trade materials and like the weighing scale, the branding and signage as well. Now, yun yung mga kailangan i-provide ni franchisee. Now, let's talk about financials. Of course, at the end of the day, we want to venture into franchising business that would be sustainable for us. And it's worthwhile, that it's worthy of the money that we spend. So next slide, please. Let's talk about the financials. That's a duplicate slide. So the one after that. No, let's go back. Showing the financials, please. The other one. Okay, there we go. So, no. Forward. Okay, there, stop. All right, so the simulation on the financials. So the initial investment is 350,000 pesos, right? So it already includes the franchise fee, the LPG product, and the complementary products. Now, tools of trade include the weighing scale, the carriage for the cylinders at the back of the motorcycle. So we estimate to be around 60,000 pesos spent on that. And then for permits, it's quite on the high side, on 20,000 pesos, but it's, well, it depends on the city or the municipality that you are in, but we just put it at 20, but it should be less than 20. The construction, the estimate is 90,000 pesos. Again, it's 1,800 square meter per 1,800 peso per square meter cost. But if you own the space, which we highly encourage, and that so we take the renovation and the refurbishment at a minimal. So yung total investment mo or cash out mo na 520 would be less. But granting that you spend around 520,000 pesos, and the profitability on the right side, on the LPG revenue, you've got a gross margin or actually an assured margin of 8.87 per kilo, or that's around 90 pesos per cylinder. And the sales of about 335 cylinders per month, you'd go around 32,000 for cylinders alone. So you add the other complementary businesses, less the operating cost of about 22,000 pesos, which includes pasahod sa cashier or tawag natin hub attendant and the rider, then of course your electricity, fuel, and then your telecommunications expense. Note, however, that the rent is zero because we are highlighting or we are highly recommending that you own the space. So the ROI on the money that you shelled out will be a lot faster. But given this, it's at 17,000 peso net profit on a monthly basis. That gives you around 2.37 years in ROI. So on how to franchise Phoenix Super LPG, there are only 4 easy steps. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, so the franchise application process, first you've got to submit your letter of intent with at least one primary proposed location and then 2 alternate locations. So we can go ahead and conduct the site assessment and approval. It's all free up to that point, and then when it's when all is set, you and the Phoenix LPG have agreed to the site, and we have signed to our agreements. Then that's the only time you pay for the reservation fee. The reservation fee, in fact, is part of the franchise fee that we are collecting. And then in about 2 months' time, once we complete the refurbishment and the permitting requirements, we can then go live. For more inquiries and questions, you can call us you can call me 0917-106-0611 or email me at emmanuel.togonon@phoenixfuels.ph, or you can contact RK Consultancy or visit us at the Mindanao Expo booth. That's about it for us, and super afternoon sa atong tanan. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Emmanuel. All right, so to request for a one-on-one discussion for Phoenix LPG 5-in-1 franchise offer, visit their virtual booth at MindanaoFranchise.com and send them a message or contact them at 0917-106-0611. All right, so for our next presenter, I'd like to call on the owner of My Home Philippines, Mr. Rex Toman. Hi, Sir Rex.
It seems there he is. Okay, perfect.
All right. Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, your mic is muted.
You're mute. Rex, you're mute.
Oops. Okay, let's wait for Sir Rex.
And now we lost him for a while. Let's hope he's coming back soon. Rex, can you hear us?
Sir Rex? Or, all right, so would you like
Rex,
us to...
yeah, we proceed in the meantime, and we invite our next speaker in the meantime, which is Shay. Introduce our next speaker, please,
Yeah.
in the meantime.
All right, so for our next presenter, we will be going back to Sir Rex later after this one, all right? So for our next presenter, we will have to listen again from her presentation as she couldn't be able to join our live webinar. Let's listen and watch to this short presentation from the Country Expansion Manager of Mr. Jeff, Ms. Jana Camille
Manager
Madanes.
of Jeff franchises in the Philippines and Southeast Asia. So today I will walk you through the business in a box concept of Jeff Technology franchises, and also how you can move forward in getting a Mr. Jeff Laundry franchise. To give you a quick introduction and a history about the company, Jeff is actually a technology company. It originated and was founded in Spain. And right now, we are operating across 40 different countries with more than 2,400 stores operating. Right now, also, we offer different verticals such as those related to the day to day services that the client database that we have and our future clients really needs. So, for instance, right now we will be discussing Mr. Jeff Laundry. So, right now we have 35 and more because we've just added new franchisees here in the Philippines. So across Metro Manila and also in Cebu, and then other provinces, and for example, Laguna and Cavite, we do have some stores there already. So we're looking for additional franchisees to join us because we have created a demand in the Philippines and we definitely need more franchises to be open soon enough to cater to the orders of our customers. So, moving forward, of course, let me give you a brief background and what is Mr. Jeff now. We will focus on the vertical, which is the laundry segment of Jeff Technology Franchises, and that is Mr. Jeff. So, Mr. Jeff is the bread and butter of this company. We started with Mr. Jeff way back 2015 in the Philippines. Imagine in just a matter of almost 6 years now, we were able to operate and give chance to or give this opportunity to more than 35 franchises. If without the pandemic, actually most probably the other franchises that we have has been able to open and start operations soon enough. But due to the pandemic, of course, there were some restrictions and difficulties when it comes to construction and things like this. So that's the only reason why, the other franchisees are having, some delays in doing this. However, the good news is since this model, the one that we've built, the business in a box concept of Mr. Jeff, enables you to really understand the market condition, take a look at the current situation and assess as well if this is the right timing to actually launch the business, then you will be guided all through and through. So right now we have across the globe 1,200 franchisees. So we have built this Mr. Jeff Laundry franchise with the concept in mind, and we didn't really change the type of services that we are doing. So, like traditional laundry shops, we do offer laundry, ironing, and dry cleaning. However, the concept is more towards the convenience that your customers will be getting, and you as a business owner, especially that there's a pandemic, it's gonna be easier for you to manage your business even if you're at home, you're traveling, or you're working, for instance, right? Many of our business owners are also working in the corporate world, or they have other businesses, and the reason they chose Mr. Jeff is because of the technology that we have in place, the technology that helps or enable them to actually sustain the business and make sure that they are hitting revenue, but at the same time, they have access to different tools and technology that we are sharing across the platform. So right now, we do offer pickup and delivery services in the Mr. Jeff Laundry app. So what we've built here is a complete end-to-end technology platform. So what happens is, for instance, I would like to get a laundry service. So what I'll do is for instance, I saw a Mr. Jeff maybe in Makati, but I live in Parañaque City. What I'll do is, of course, I'll search online. Right now, that's what we do in anything that we want to find out. We search through Google, we search through the different platforms where we are in, and we check the companies or the brands offering the services, right? And what happens now, it keeps on suggesting, and our partnership with these different platforms made us to the top list, for example, in Google search. So you can now download the app from that search. Once I download the app, I populate it with my data. I put my name, my address, and contact number, and right there and then I will see all the services being offered in the hub near me. So we have a non-competition area, as we call it. So for franchisees, not to compete with the other ones that we have in the vicinity, the assurance there will be your customers will only see the hub that's nearest to them. So that is to protect you from the competition, but also to protect the customers when it comes to pickup and delivery schedules. What we want to ensure here is that your customers will get the items on track, right on time. We are a global company. We maintain certain standards when it comes to these things. We've done research and we keep on improving how we would like to serve our customers. And our way to do that is actually to make sure that our hubs or our franchisees can actually cater to the orders within the vicinity and not get too overwhelmed and not be able to function properly when it comes to servicing the customers. So other than this, of course, once I place my order through the app, it goes directly to the Jeff Suite or the Jeff Suite. Okay, so the Jeff Suite now will handle all the details about this customer. So this customer's journey, or what kind of customer is it, like, because we offer our services in different ways, like one-time payment, or maybe this customer opted for a subscription based, which most of our customer database would actually go to, because this is a service that they would actually do from time to time. So why not get a subscription? You choose your days wherein you would like the franchise to pick up your laundry, and then which day or time as well it will be delivered to you. It's gonna be automated. Everything will be handled through the app, and then once it goes to the Jeff Suite, wherein the manager now, the business owner, can handle the order and track the process, because even in the Jeff Suite, you can even tag along, or you can even connect your machines. So by then, even if you're at home, you will understand how many cycles does uh, a machine in your hub actually did today, right? So how many cycles did the machine today? Did we do today in this machine? And then you can actually compare it to the number of orders you delivered. So just by that, you will understand if there are discrepancies. It's gonna be easier for you to identify those things, even if you are not in the hub itself. So other than this, of course, it can handle the notifications, automation of the notification to your customers, which is difficult to do, because right now most of the staff, what they'll do is doing it manual, and we don't want that. We want your staff to focus 100% in delivering the best services, and that is by lifting this administrative work from them, right? And of course, the whole cycle: invoicing, payment, dashboards, if you want to understand your P&L, if you want to understand everything, the customer cycle, how to actually leverage on the data that you have in place, how to push for marketing initiatives through the app. Through the app, and also understanding the customer database that you have, and analyzing how you can improve your services. So other than that, of course, after you've done the orders, it goes through the Jeff drivers. So this time around, your drivers, they will also have the system that can help them manage their day-to-day activities. And to you as an owner, even if you're at home, you will understand, right, where your driver is already. So if there are delays in deliveries and pickups, you can understand that through the app itself, or to the driver app. And the customers can also get notifications, and they can also view where their driver is already, to prepare for, meeting the driver maybe in the lobby of the condominium and things like this. So all in all, it's an end-to-end system or tool for the customers to have visibility and convenience and confidence that their items are well taken care of, and that everything is on time, and they don't have to worry about the service, because they can track it through the app. They get notified, and everything that has happened to their transactions will be saved through their app too. And on the business side, you as a manager, you can monitor everything even if you're not at the store, and you can analyze the data that you have to make sure that you will leverage on this data and progress the business. So other than this, of course, other than the technology in place, we have other models, other buckets to put inside our box, like the specialists that we have. These are experts who will guide you all throughout the franchise partnership. It doesn't stop after training, it doesn't stop after you reach your revenue. It's gonna be a continuous partnership. We want you to be successful, and we want you to be aligned to the structure that we have built, which is a proven model. And proving this, of course, I think the number speaks on itself, because of the 2,400 stores we have across the globe. That only proves to show how strong the business model is. And we are applying this across different markets. Once we apply it in different markets, we get or we capture the best practices, and we apply it to the other ones that we have. Of course, we guide you with brand and promotions. A way for this to be really effective is a complete guidance and giving you tools access in order for you to hyper localize the marketing, right? So everything is in one place, everything is already there, has been utilized, has been proven effective. You are just the one we're waiting for. Of course, we don't want you to feel that once you get a franchise, that's it, it's gonna run on its own. No, it won't. You have to be also proactive when it comes to the guidance of our experts, and of course with the guidance of the different settings that you will be operating in, right? Other than this, we've built this with an ecosystem. So if you want to scale up your business, since Jeff is a technology company, then you're in a right place, because you won't just be locked in a laundry segment or laundry industry. Here, you can check on the different verticals that we've entered, researched, and also have proven effective in different markets. And if you want to take advantage of that, if you want to make sure that by the fifth or 10th year you want to scale up your business, then this is the right business to scale up. Just to give you an example, our first franchisee here started with one laundry shop. Right now, he's opened four laundry shops in different areas in Metro Manila in just a matter of 6 years. And he didn't even have an experience in the laundry industry. So that's how it works. It's scalable, it's easy. It's readily available. We just need the right franchisee to join us. Of course, there's a business opportunity coming into the picture, because this is built with a smart investment concept. Meaning to say, we tailor fit everything to your market, to your budget. So we will guide you not to burn the cash flow that you have initially. We will guide you to set up at a minimum amount, so that together with your partner success manager, from our end, you will analyze the market. Which services are actually being taken in your area? Some areas would have more ironing services compared to laundry. And these are the expertise that you need. This is the intelligence that you need in order to not burn your cash, use your cash effectively, and most importantly, provide services that are really needed in your area, right? So, in order for you to sustain this business, you have to give them the services that they actually need, but not what you actually want to provide, right? So, with this type of intelligence, you'd be able to smartly decide on things, right? And other than this, utilize your finances correctly. So, and many more. There's more to this, but we are given a limited time to actually discuss to move further with the discussion with you. So I'm inviting you to join us in the different talks that we're doing with Rudolf and FIFA. So message through email, and my email address is jana.mandanas@mrjeffapp.com, or maybe message or call me through my local number. That is 0917-146-4510. You can also chat with us live through the any other websites that FIFA has for this Expo event. And I look forward really to talking to you soon and having you as a partner and family of Mr. Jeff, and join the Jeff Revolution. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Jana. So visit Mr. Jeff virtual booth at MindanaoFranchise.com to know more about their franchise offer. And we're back to Sir Rex, the CEO of My Home Philippines. Sir Rex, are you ready?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Hi. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for dropping by our franchise presentation. And again, my name is Rex Tongmen. I am the founder and CEO of My Home Philippines. So anyway, I would like to issue this call to all entrepreneurs nationwide. So entrepreneurs who are looking for a business, a good business to launch, no. So they are located in Metro Manila, Calabarzon, Central Luzon, and Bismin area like Davao and Cebu, no. So would you be interested in a low capital, high income, work from home business with tremendous growth potential? So you would like to check us out because My Home Philippines is one business that offers this following advantage, no? So My Home Philippines, next slide please, is a franchise business that you can start and operate from home or anywhere that is our online setup, and from there you can grow into your own mall-based one-stop sell all real estate supermarket in your area in the future. So My Home Philippines is a real estate supermarket, a one-stop real estate supermarket. This is a new concept. This is a new business model in real estate wherein you can sell all projects of reputable developers nationwide. So not only are you selling one brand, but you are selling all the brands of reputable developers as well as builders. Next slide, please. So i- our product are condominiums, houses, lots only, and also we do also design and build. So these are the products that My Home Philippines offer, and we cover all brands of these following our partners are reputable developers like Ayala, and we have the Vistaland, we have also the PhilInvest, we have SMDC, Mega World, DMCI, Cebu Landmaster, Federal Land, and all the other reputable developers. They are all our partners. So you can sell all their projects wherever they are nationwide. So next slide. Our offer. So we offer, as of now, we offer no franchise fee. So for the first 40 franchisees who would like to offer a low capital, no, we don't want our franchisee to spend big amount immediately. You can start with us, no franchise fee, and our business model also has low operating capital. So on a monthly basis, you can start with a 20,000 per month capital. So with only 20,000 per month, and you can achieve high income with this kind of business. No, so our first franchisee, the three, she was able to uh, achieve 4 million per year average income, no? So imagine our first franchisee, she started with us, a fresh graduate, and she's earning 4 million right now with just one developer, one project located in Pampanga. So that's how profitable real estate business is, no? So and not to mention that real estate really offers tremendous growth potential because with our business model, you can now sell uh, through the to the local and international market right from the comforts of your home. All you need to do is to really we need to do is to advertise and online, so you can sell all projects nationwide of all developers to the local market, both Filipino and foreigners, and the international market for OFWs and foreigners alike. So the potential for growth in this kind of business is really, really big. So imagine that kind of business that you can start from home now, but you can grow it into a nationwide network of your own mall-based real estate supermarket store in the future, and you are marketing uh, not only locally but globally. So our support, we will. This is our support. We will continuously train you, we will mentor you, and we will give you unlimited leads, prospects, and buyers. So that is how we would like to support you, because our mission, My Home Philippines, our mission is really to see to that all our franchisee will earn seven figure, and we are committed to help our franchisee really earn that much income. Just be the first, no? Just be the first real estate supermarket in your area, because being first is has really big advantage. Imagine if you are first in your area, you will really have the big volume of sales with you, no? So for interested franchisee, okay, you may contact me. My number is 0917 830 7880. Again, my number is 0917 830 7880. So please contact me if you are interested in this kind of business, so I can discuss to you more what this is all about. But this is really something, mauna ka na, and you really get the big slice of the market. So for the first 40 franchisee, it's no franchise fee. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, so thank you very much, Sir Rex. For My Home Philippines franchise, visit them at MindanaoFranchise.com. Avail their no franchise fee limited offer and contact Sir Rex at 0917 830 7880. All right, so we've reached the last part of our program. We would like to thank you for joining us this afternoon. If you guys wanted to get in touch with the brands who presented today, please feel free to visit and leave a message in MindanaoFranchise.com while it's still running. And of course, we will be helping you to process your inquiry. Again, in behalf of RT Franchise Consultancy and Filipino International Franchise Association, we thank you for joining once again our Mindanao Franchise Expo and Seminar Virtual Edition. Daghang salamat sa pagtanaw and enjoy your weekend. Sir RK?
Yeah, I would like to thank also everybody who presented, who exhibited the Mindanao Franchise Expo, and of course, all our viewers who watched my seminar and the presentations we had this afternoon. Daghang salamat. Bye-bye.